Hi, this is my presentation on the case study, which I would call Internet Teacher Bashing. Category 1, Problem Identification and Analysis. What do I know? A teacher at Roosevelt High School is the subject of a slanderous website that contains suggestive comments about our personal behavior, vulgar remarks, and comments that could be construed as threats, including "Who wants Miss Walker to disappear?" What do I know? The teacher is new to teaching and so far has had a very stringent expectation of students, complaints from students and parents, and advice from the principal that has not been implemented. What do I need to know? What is the internet use policy for the school district? Should the police be notified before an internal investigation is started? Is the threat credible? And who sent the email? The problem is a teacher received online accusations and a possible threat. The persons responsible are unknown. The rights of student and staff members need to be protected while this issue is investigated and disciplinary action is implemented. Category 2, Proposed Plan of Action and Strategies for Implementation. The principal and the teacher should refrain from accusing anyone without sufficient evidence. The steps I would take are as follows. 1. Contact the authorities. 2. Contact the superintendent. 3. Contact the IT department to clarify parameters around searching for the source of the email. 4. Under advice of the police department, when an individual is identified as being responsible, they should be contacted along with their parents for an interview. 5. Based on district policy, a decision should be made as to the steps of disciplinary action. The parent should be contacted and included in the discussion. Although the teacher is the victim, it's important to address the ongoing issues in her classroom and how her behaviors as an educator might be negatively impacting her classroom climate. Parents have addressed those concerns, Parents have addressed concerns, and those concerns should be addressed with the teacher. She should be assigned a mentor teacher to assist her with the development of lesson plans and expectations that are realistic for the course. In addition, classroom observations, both formal and informal, should take place in order to identify professional needs of the teacher. Professional development opportunities should be put in place to support the teacher. Category 3. Resolve the issue based on promoting the success of all students. Resolving the issues. Putting students first. The steps taken will ensure that students are successful by providing them with the respect and protection, not to accuse them of illegal activity without justification. It will hold all students accountable for their actions by adhering to the school rules and the district's policies. It will provide a lesson for students in internet respect and security. It will protect the teacher's rights while addressing the instructional issues at hand. Resolving the problem without jumping to accuse the student suspected by the teacher will ensure that I am putting students first while addressing the problem. Communicating with the superintendent, the IT department, and the police will ensure that I am taking the appropriate steps to solve the problem. Addressing the underlying climate issues with the teacher will support my staff by providing the teacher with the resources she needs to be successful and setting the tone for the building as an administrator that supports staff and students. Category 4, Debriefing the problem. Reflection of thoughts, feelings, and values. What was I thinking? I was immediately concerned about the issue at hand and worried that the school was facing larger issues in regards to internet safety. What was I feeling? I was mortified for the teacher. I felt she was treated unfairly, and I was a little concerned for her safety. As an educator, I too run a rigorous classroom with high expectations. It's not always easy to find balance. What did I value? My plan values the entire school community. It sets forth a comprehensive plan of action that addresses the issue while protecting student rights. In addition, the teacher is protected and valued not only by addressing the threat, but by also providing her with the resources she needs to be successful. Unresolved issues. Some might be. Is the problem that has been addressed an isolated incident, or does the school have bigger problems with internet safety and cyberbullying? What effect will the disciplinary actions taken have on the student involved? How does the school community view the incident, and are parents trusting the process, or are they expressing concerns about how the issue was handled? Is the teacher being provided with the resources she needs in order to develop professionally, and are we providing the teacher with the support she needs at this time? Category 5, Reflection on Standard 2. How I acted with integrity and ethically. My actions showed integrity because I did not jump to accuse a student without gathering sufficient evidence. This showed respect to the student body. I acted ethically by contacting the authorities, contacting the superintendent, identifying the IT policies, and following school and district procedures. I showed integrity by addressing the possible background issue with the teacher. I treated her fairly and respectfully, supporting her through the present situation and minimizing future incidents by addressing classroom climate issues. How I acted fair and equitable with dignity and respect. I promoted ethical and professional behavior of staff by providing the teacher with support and training. I investigated a moral direction for the school by asking if the issue at hand was related to a bigger issue with the school internet safety and cyberbullying. I placed children at the center of education by protecting their rights and not jumping to conclusions without just investigation. How I followed a personal and professional code of ethics. I acted fairly by not jumping to accuse students without justifiable reason. I acted fairly by protecting the teacher's rights as well as the students' rights. I demonstrated equity by following the policies for internet use and misuse. I demonstrated equity by not blaming the teacher for the situation, but providing her with the tools to help her become more successful and strengthen the school climate. I showed dignity by communicating with the student involved as well as the parents. Thank you.